Watch this. Because everywhere they went, they carried the spirit of hardship and reoccurring problems. Now watch, you work with this person. They go to some church of the Rising Dove or something. And on Monday when you get with them, it just seems like you be looking at them. Child, don't you go to church? Every week, it's a new problem. Girl, man, it's like drama kings. They've been working with you for 5 years. Ain't never been happy. You avoid them. Thank God for caller ID. And then the time you cussed under your breath when they came in on a block number and you accidentally answered it, and when you heard it was them, oh, hey. Let me call you back. I'm in a meeting. And whatever they put their hands to never prospers. Number 7. We just got 9. A sign of the Gibeonites' curse is not being able to enjoy the benefits of enjoying the children or even serving. They were under the curse, living like slaves. What do you mean they couldn't enjoy the children? Well, they had 2 jobs. So they got beautiful children at home that they can't stay with, enjoy. And so while the children are raising themselves, they're cutting wood and carrying water. And while everybody else would take their kids to the park and take their kids to the movies, I ain't got time to take you nowhere. Mama got to work. I'm going to tell you about my son. I don't know what his name is. Edward Dirty, Young Dirty, Dirty Bishop, whatever name he go by. I'm just waiting to come full circle. What's this? When he was a little boy, about 3, when he would come around me on the weekends, I was always on that IBM Selectric little ball typewriter, you know, using the whiteout and stuff, typing my messages. And he would always try to pull on my leg and mess with me, and I said, Cody, leave me alone. Daddy got work to do. And he'll come back, pull on me more. I said, go play with Eric. I got work to do. And so it got to a place that he would come to me and look at me and say, Daddy. I said, yeah. You got what to do? Now, first time I started running through the house, I thought he had got hit with the Holy Ghost and speaking in tongues. But what he was basically saying to me is, every time I want you, you got work to do. To the point he wouldn't bother me. And I couldn't enjoy him because I was too busy with the work to do. Then he grew up. My daddy didn't spend any time with us. And what blew us away was he finally figured out he missed it and would take his grandson everywhere, trying to make up for missing us because he was slaving, cutting wood, carrying water. Don't raise your hand. How many slaves we got up in here who don't even get to enjoy your family. And I ain't talking about this as a temporary thing. You've been doing this all your life, and you ain't got nowhere because nobody told you about this curse. Oh, lean up. We gonna fix that tonight. Fix it. What's this? What's this? What's this? Now, when you don't enjoy the benefits of your children, even serving, that means I don't even like working. I don't get to enjoy the benefits of my children. I'm just a miserable cuss. Watch this. If your life is like this, you may be living in direct conflict with the gospel. Watch this now. Because this is what the Bible states. The Bible states that we are joint heirs. Say joint heirs with Christ. Joint heirs, the legal term means, please hear this, the legal term means equality of position. Which means if I am saved, I'm a joint heir with Christ, equality of position, seated at the right hand with him, which means I can exercise authority over this and put my life in order to enjoy my children and enjoy what I do. Watch this. Now, if you're not, please hear this, New Birth. One of the problems with this, if you don't, the reason why I'm spending the time the way I'm doing this, if you don't recognize this, I'm going to tell you what your neighbor did. Your neighbor accepted this curse, didn't know it was one, and accepted it as their lot in life. Maybe I was just called to suffer. Maybe I was just called to work. And maybe I was just called for this. No, you weren't just called for this. You can't be just called for that if you're a child of God. You're supposed to have sweet peace. You're supposed to have joy. You're supposed to wake up in the morning and say, bless the Lord, oh my soul. The children are the fruit of your womb, and you should be able to enjoy them, that they rise up and call you blessed. And if ladies can understand the power of a virtuous woman, I ain't even got to leave the house and make more money than my husband. We are seated in him in equality of power. That is the reason why in power, Jesus said in John 14:12, most assuredly I say to you, who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also. And greater works will he do because I go to my Father. Here we are. Look at this. Look, I used to work. I worked everywhere. I used to tell my wife different jobs I had, and she just said, you worked everywhere. I used to work for the Federal Reserve Bank. Worked while I was in college, and when I would come work for the Federal Reserve Bank, and I would load the armored cars. Now that took great honesty. But see, my mama taught me how to be honest, and then my mama didn't raise no fool. There was cameras everywhere. If you're ever around a Federal Reserve building, within 10 blocks, you're being watched. They 10 blocks, cameras. Just let me tell you anything. If you're ever downtown, around the mall, anywhere else, somebody watching you. So if I'm talking about you outside, whatever, I'm just want to tell you this and let you drop a dime on you. Somebody watching you. They're watching you. Tell your children, don't be going to them stores thinking they're going to get, no, they be watching. Now, please understand this. It was a shame. I used to go home and tell my mama, you don't know how much money I saw today. And to sit up in here in the Federal Reserve Bank, in the vault, with all them crisp thousands and $100 bills, boxes, and can't get none, just looking at. I just want to follow the truck like a watermelon truck, hope one just bop off the. See, in the Gibeonite curse, you can be in the place of abundance and look at it and get nothing. It's like you're being watched to not receive nothing. I saw a penny on the floor of the Federal Reserve building. I walked by it. I said, that's a trap. I know it is. And if I'm going to jail, I'm going for more than a penny. Drop a box of thousands right there and say, run, Forrest.